day everyone, this is Joker Central welcoming you to centralfashionschool.com. It's been pretty easy. We've been in class all those while. That's why I've not been on YouTube. I've always said that. Apologies. Today on YouTube I want us to achieve a very simple dress. Achieving this Caftan is as easy as A, as B, and as C. That's just our slogan at Central Fashion School. Whatever you want to achieve, it's as easy as A and B and C. So pretty good. We're going to achieve this Caftan dress you're seeing right now in just less than how many minutes. And for those of you that have not joined our classes, you're missing a lot. There are so many things that we're unraveling in the world of fashion. So please just come on board. And for those that are joining this Julia said, I want to just give you a clue to what is happening. We're giving you a bonanza, and when you come on WhatsApp, when you chat with us on WhatsApp, you're going to get the full details of that bonanza, and I'm sure you don't want to be left out. Our July class will be commencing on the 4th of July, so looking forward to seeing you in the class. It's going to be a pretty good and great time being together in our online class. So let's get started with what we have today. We want to cut out this Caftan. You see, when this Caftan becomes bigger than this, it becomes boo-boo. You know, there is what called boo-boo. These are African traditional wears. Caftan is just a free dress. It's not a fitted dress. But nowadays, we could have some persons that will say, I just want it to be fitted a bit. They'll just say, I just want it to be fitted a bit. Yeah, I'll tell you how to do that if they want it to be fitted a bit. But when you want to be wearing it, it's going to be a little bit tight because there's nothing like zip-lines, you know, putting buttons or anything. That's just why it's pretty easy to achieve. It's just like the African Iro and Buba and what you have. It's just easy. But when it's bigger than this, you're going to have something we're calling boo-boo and the likes. These are all African wears. It's very easy achieving this. So what do you need? You just need your fabric, the fabric this way. Then you need your measurement parameters. Measurement parameters. For this particular dress, I'll be using bust 38, waist 34. I'll be using hips 40. I'll be using gown length or dress length 51. Then as you get along, then the AB is 15. Your across back is 15. So it's pretty easy achieving this Caftan. So let's get started. What do? You fold your fabric. An important point you have to take note of in achieving your Caftan is that what? The M line must be 32 inches or 30 inches. That's just all you need. The M line for your Caftan, the M line, by the M line I mean the hand here, it must be 32 inches or what? Or it must be 32 inches or 30. Our M line, remember, it will be 32 at the front panel and 32 at the back panel. That's for your Caftan. Or if you don't want it to be too bogus, it could just be 30 in front and 30 at the back. So that's how you achieve your M line of your Caftan dress. So what do you do now? Your fold. What's determining the extent of your fold already is that M line. What will determine the extent of your fold is the M line. So I want to achieve 30. I don't have much fabric. I want my M line to be 30. So I'll fold on 15. 30 in the front. Remember that this is the front piece. This is the front panel. 30. So for me to achieve 30 on the front panel, so far this fold is into 2. I'll just divide that 30 by 2. So that 30 divided by 2 will give me 15. I'll just achieve a fold of 15. All you need is already in that allowance. So I've gotten my M line to be 15 inches. The dress length is 51 inches. 51 inches. With turning in, I'll make it 52. So this is the dress length. I don't make it so pretty easy because the kaftan is just like a ramba. So I'm going to turn it this way so that I'll just cut both the front and the back at the same time because they are pretty the same design. I'm going to add that V-neck to the front and also the back. So I'll just make sure I take note of my measurement this way. I just want to make it very easy. I folded my fabric. This is the first fold for the front into two. Right now I've now folded it for the dress length or the gown length into 4 folds. So what do? I want to achieve my bust, my neckline, and all the other parameters. Achieving my bust, I'm going to use my nipple points. Nipple point is what? 11. Plus sewing allowance, that will make it 11.5 inches. I'll draw my line. This is my bust line. Bust line. Then I'll come to my waist. Some persons will use their underburst. I don't want to use underburst, I want to use my waistline. My waist half length is 17 plus sewing allowance is 17.5. So that's the waist point, waistline. Waistline. Then you go to your hips line. Hips line is usually between 25, 26, 27. How do you get your hips line for your dress? You just take this point. Getting your hips line for your dress, you just take your tape rule this way. Then you get the point of your hips. That's your hips line. You see it's somehow 27, 26, or just like that. So for this video, I'll be using 26. For short persons, it could be 25, 24. So I'll be using 26 for this video. So this is the hips line, 26. That's where you measure your hips. Then usually you have your dress length. Dress length I told you is 51. 51 then plus sewing allowance, making it 52. Yeah, we're good to go. What do we do right now? Don't forget your armhole. Round armhole for this video is 18. And to achieve your armhole point, you just use the half of it, that's 9. But to be on the safer side, I'm going to use 8.5 so that I don't cut too much down. So I'll just ascertain my AB across back. It's set. AB is 15, half of it is 7.5. So I'm adding ½ inch sewing allowance, that's 8. Then from this point, I'll get my 8.5 for my armhole. Roll it. Achieving your kaftan, it's very, very easy. It's pretty easy. You just get a dress and you come out so easy. Just get a curve this way, all this way, just a C curve. Then you now come to your bust line. Remember, the bust we're using for this video is 38. 38. What are we going to do with 38? This fabric is on 4 folds. The front is into 2 pieces, the back is folded into 2 pieces, that's 4 folds. So you divide that your bust measurement by 4. 38 divided by 4 is going to give us 9.5. And please, this is where you have to listen very well. This is 9.5. For your kaftan, how you achieve it, you know it's a free dress. it's free. There is no zip, there is nothing. You just add 2.5 inches to all these your measurement parameters, apart from the M line that is already 30 in front and 30 at the back, making 60. So what you do is just that what you add 2.5 inches to all these bust, waist, hips. By so doing, when you add 2.5 inches, it has already created your allowance. Remember that 2.5 inches will be on both sides. In front, 2.5 on the right, 2.5 on the left. That's 5 inches allowance. At the back too, that's already 10 inches. So when you sew on 1 inch, you're going to have like 6 inches allowance left. And by that, your dress will be free. So it's already your kaftan. You don't need any zipper or anything to get it worn. So 2.5 inches. But for people that like it fitted, but they are going to find it hard wearing it, they could just use 2 inches. But it's advisable you use 2.5 inches. So I just had my 2.5 inches. All these are taking care of my sewing allowance and every other thing. You just sew on like 1/2 inch or 1 inch, then your dress will be free. The waist is 34. 34 divided by 4 will give us 8.5. 8.5. We add that 2.5 inches for our kaftan also. Then the hips is 40. 40 divided by 4 will give us 10. Then we had our 2.5 inches. And our kaftan is ready. So what you do is just connect all the lines. And you draw it. The kaftan is ready. So before you cut out, just achieve your neckline. As you can see from this just draft that I'm using a V-neck, and using that V-neck I'm going to use 3.5 on the across back by 7, 3.5 by 7, 3.5 by 7. You could use 4 or thereabout. It depends on how wide you want it to be. You just measure. We have measurement videos that will be coming up very soon on how to measure properly. You just measure the neckline you want to achieve, then you achieve it. So for this particular video, I'll be using 3.5 by 7. So the 7 will be this way, but if you want it slanted this way, it's going to be 8. I think you've gotten a jig today, so it's going to be 8. But if it's this way, it's going to be 7. So getting it that way, just draw your V. So don't forget to remove your 1 inch or 1.5 inch from your shoulder, because the shoulder is slanty. And just remove 1 inch. So our kaftan is ready. Just cut out, and you see you've gotten your kaftan already. Kaftan is ready. Just as easy as A and B and C. Is your kaftan. Gotten the front and back piece all together at once. So that's why I told you it's pretty easy. Just as easy as A and B and C. So what you now need to achieve is the cone-like sleeve, or whatever sleeve you feel like achieving. You're good to go. Then if you also like a cano neck, it depends on the measurement parameters. You could like an off-shoulder neck, or you could like a round neck. It all depends on what you want to achieve for your what's it called, your kaftan. And it also depends on how bogus. Remember, I used 30 M-line. You could use 32, just like that, and you're pretty good. So let me cut out the cone-like sleeve. Right now I want to achieve this cone-like sleeve. Achieving your cone-like sleeve is just like achieving your circle sleeve. It's just that the circle sleeve will not be the full circle, and your sleeve length must be long to really achieve this cone-like shape. Then what do you need? You need your armhole. Your armhole. What's your armhole? The armhole for this class is 18. Armhole is equals to 18 inches. Just use this simple formula: circumference over 2 pi, where this circumference is equals to what? Your armhole, and 2 pi is equals to what? 6.28. That's 2 times 3.14. That's pi. Then armhole is what? 18. 18 divided by 2.68 will give us 2.8. 2.8. This 2.8, what you do right now is just that you multiply by 2, because this is not really a full circle. So I'm trying to use like half a circle. When I multiply by 2, I have 5.6 inches. So come and say, I'm going to use this 5.6 inches to achieve it. You just come like this. This is your fabric. It unfolds this way. Don't mind my fabric is not enough. You get enough fabric. So you just do it this way, not really like your circle. Just do it as if it's like a cone this way. From the head like this, you take it this way. Make sure it's well aligned. So just take it this way. So it's going to form like half a circle, so you will join it. It will not really be like the circular one. So it's going to form like half of a circle. So see what I'm trying to say? This is my 5.6 inches. From this edge, you ascertain that 5.6 inches here. This 5.5, 5.6. You come to the center, you come to the side or center, anyone you like first. Also ascertain the 5.6. Then you come to the extreme, you ascertain the 5.6. So join the lines to get your curve. Now you cut off, then you ascertain your length, the length of your sleeve. For you to achieve this cone-like shape, the length of your sleeve must be something 16 or thereabouts. You see, if you have something 16 like this, it's really going to achieve it. But my own sleeve is not enough, but I'll just try to manage it. I'll just try to show you. So like 16, it's not enough, but I'll manage it. It's not enough. So let me stop here. It's even not enough there, but I'll just manage it. I'll stop on 13. So come here also to achieve your 13. Come here to achieve your 13. But join the lines. Just as if you are achieving your circular skirts. Cut out. cone-like sleeve. Can you see? This is your armhole 9. That's 9 plus 9. That will give you 18. So what do? Just shape out the cone-like shape like this. This is 9. So you sew on this. At the time you're having it, you have your cone-like shape of your sleeve this way. If it's 16, that's what I was trying to tell you. If it's 16, the cone-like sleeve will really show. So with this, you'll just achieve your kaftan. Achieving your kaftan is pretty easy. As easy as A and B and C. Just take a look at it. You're good to go, your kaftan. So you can just try this out. Don't forget that on your kaftan, most persons usually use plain fabric like Ankara or Adire or Guinea, such that when they are through, they are going to put embroidery on this neck and the line. You could just have scalloping hands on this end. If you want to achieve it, you just creating the scalloping yourself, or the pattern will be created by the embroidery designer you're giving it to. You could just have this type of curves on it. If you want it, you could cut it out yourself this way, or the person that will be doing it for you will create the design for you. You could have a special design on the neck. They don't really use pattern dresses like this for it, most persons. You use plain dresses so that you could give it to those doing embroidery. They will put nice embroidery for you and it's going to come out nice. So achieving your kaftan is just as easy as A and B. Don't forget our July class, Central Fashion School, online school, starting on July 1st. Don't forget to be a part. I want to tell you there is great bonanza, I've said earlier on, as I've said earlier on. So you just chat with us on WhatsApp, you could just call in, then you're going to have it pretty good. So it's been good seeing you again. Do have a lovely time. Bye-bye.